Now that the African village began in America in the modern time, then our elders start to correspond their ideas and what they learned about African culture. They start to correspond it to the culture that they live today. And so, if we remember, Memorial Day is an American holiday, but Memorial Day is not just a day for barbecue or for good drink, but it is a day for good drink, barbecue, friends, and remembering the ancestors.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a huge grave
All right.
in Charleston, South Carolina, and whereby the Confederate troops dumped about 257 bodies into a mass grave near Charleston. And what happened was, once the first African regiment of African people who joined the Civil War to fight against oppression and fight against the Confederates, they were called the first African American regiment. And most of them are buried in Beaufort, and they never lost a man. This first African regiment decided that they will pay tribute to the Union soldiers before them. So they went in this mass grave and dug up all the bodies. Dug up all 257 bodies. Imagine how bad it smelled. But nonetheless, they dug up these bodies and buried each one in a grave, a separate grave, as a tribute to the Union soldiers. And they put a flag, American flag, on each grave, and they call that Flag Day. And then, as African people do, black folks, we're going to take it to some celebration. And so they call it Decoration Day. Later on, that meant that you would go to the grave of your dearly departed, and you would put flowers and you would put things there and celebrate the ancestors. They call that Decoration Day. And here we are today in, what's it, 2010? 2015, and we call it Memorial Day, whereby we venerate those who came before us. And so here at Oyotunji at the African village, when my father created the village, he decided that there was going to be one time a year where we celebrated those who came before us. And so he re-implemented this art form. This is an art form. The drummers, the head of the Egbe or the society, the spiritual society, Alagba, the extra members, the Egungun, and the areas. You see, it's an art form. This particular art form was designated by UNESCO, the United Nations Ecological, Artistic, something. They designated Egungun and Gelede as cultural heritage sites. Remember, UNESCO deals with sites, but nevertheless, when they realized the history of this masquerade, the UN protects it as a cultural right of Nigerian people to display their culture. And so, each year we invite everyone to the African village to listen to the drum, to hear the drum beat of the ancestors. Because it is from our African ancestors where we receive all of the goodness that the world loves about us. The music, the jazz, the blues, what else is there? The digs, the ditties, the blues, the jubilees. All of those facets of African people's development in North America comes from those who came before us.